Hi, Mike Writer, and today we'll be talking about my top 10 games that I played in 2023. And the punchline is not much this time. That is a bit of the punchline. Alright. Moving on to actually what it's all thing about. So, as I said, top 10 games that I played in 2023. Every year since January 2023, I picked 10 games that I think are the best that I've played in the previous year. Until 2022, all have been blog posts on my website, MikeSharpWriter.com. And as you can see, the very recent image from my website. This is one of the videos that I like to actually attach to the website, it's not just a random thing just for the YouTube channel. This is a website first thing. So let's cover the rules. So really, the rules are pretty much what I use this for the last couple of years. So it's really pretty much set in stone. So to be eligible for this list, I must have put considerable playtime between the 1st of January and 31st December of that year. So that's basically I've got to put playtime into the game. If a game is rendered unplayable or unable to be purchased by the time of creating this list, it's excluded. This mostly applies to online games, but will also apply to digital only games or effectively digitally only games. Barring the ability to buy or play, no release date restrictions are in place to prevent older games from making this list, and that is actually something that you got to note that will happen twice in this video. Only one game in the series can represent this game series. This is actually got an addition with 4A, which is when there are multiple games in the series or DLC of one game, and I would request to mark them separately. The second game to get in the series to get a second listing, both games need to stand out separately from each other, and so I can actually talk about them both in their own ways. So, this is a big rule 5. This is what I played, not the games that were released in the year. And I'll leave this one as an attachment to rule 5. If I didn't play your favourite game of the year, don't be upset and start shouting for your game to be number 1. But if you do suggest it, your game may have the chance of making the list next year, and it's always the case. So moving on to the news summary. This is actually a quick summary of what's actually happened over 2023. 2023 saw the end of the 3DS and the Wii U eShop, so it ends all digital purchases. This effectively eliminates a large number of games that I played this year due to Rule 2 being available. So it's not been available. So quite a lot of games just got suddenly removed off the list, and I was actually doing some of the games we're playing because I was trying to test out demos and stuff. So I almost had to use Rule 4A to bring up the game, make sure the games which had 10 games. That, and we do mean that. So let's actually start with the actual top 10. 10. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. I hope I don't pronounce that right. I'm not really. But anyway, I played this on Steam, and because it's every time I put anything in brackets, it means that this is those consoles where you can pick this up if you so wish. So you can play it on the PlayStation, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Nintendo Switch. But this is a Western shooter that came out in 2013. I got it for free in 2021. once it left Ubisoft and gone to its current publisher. This is a somewhat decent story-based shooter with some level-up systems. It's just about covers some wild tale of old cowboys youth and with some many big names in the West. And actually, this works out to be the third title in the series, and it's an older title, and it's sure it's made for the Xbox 360 years. It does, however, clean up reasonably well on a 1440p monitor on a modern PC. I mean,
cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave, and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Bogey. I'm done with you. How about that? Huh? You like that?
Number 9, Pod with RTX. This is a weird one, so I'm making this one on Steam. Is I played it on, and I've also marked there's a non-RTX version, which means that this is the game, because this is a basic of what this type of game it is. It was you could play the original game on Steam, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and more recently Nintendo Switch. There is no cross-platform play, so you've got, and there's actually no multiplayer as well. So this is the classic Pod with a new coat of paint. Just about everything else, gameplay is an nod from the original. I got an hardware upgrade in the form of the RTX 4060 Ti, and it looks great. As I'm somewhat familiar with the ray tracing, due to how my artworks are usually made using ray tracing software, Pod itself looks really good. Is a really good place to start for making a ray tracing game, as it's not really hard to improve on one of the best games of all time. Maybe this, the only thing you can really do is add a new coat of paint for over 12-year-old game. Well, still, the cake's a lie.
Very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Moving on to number 8, Edge of Eternity. Now, this actually is available on Steam, and is playable on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and is kind of playable on the on Nintendo Switch as in a streaming mode only. Yeah. I covered the Stadia in the past, so I've got to cover it somewhere. This is an RPG with some turn-based strategy elements, so it's got a lot of the AAA modern RPG vibes in the world, and it looks really decent and good world and good-looking world. So I know it left early access in 2021, but and it feels like it was time well spent in early access. Despite putting 20 hours into this game, I feel like I'm still in the early part of the game. And this is one of those games where you can spend, it could be a 100-hour RPG. And so my only real complaint is the lack of save almost anywhere, and I'm missing it. I'm missing a few save / teleport spots just by walking. Just not seeing it on the minimap or around the world. Maybe I've actually been spot with the ability to spend on demand with consoles and other handles. Well, I do play a lot of RPGs myself, so yeah. And this is not the only RPG on this list, I can tell you that. Number 7, Satisfactory. This is returning to the list. Well, spent the first few hours fixing my factory back up, because there were quite a few big changes, big updates to the game, because I was originally did most of my work on update 5. And, well, most of my playtime was on update 7. You're currently seeing update 8 on the screen at the moment. Yeah, as I said, I really started on the early access build, and they made some changes, and things just changed to now work differently from where they did before. As I said last year, there's some kind of satisfaction to watch all this work somewhat efficiently or just at all. Oh, there's some guys just watching the components getting where they need to go without wait to turn up here. Yeah, it is something that I haven't been able to get into words in the room. Number 6, Starship Voyager Elite Force on GOG. This was originally on PC with CD discs, not a typo there. It was also on PlayStation 2 and was also available on several other legacy OSs, various other things. It's an old Quake 3 engine game, so this is one of the games I actually did for the Let's Play for the channel. The other 2 games I actually did, not really adventure games, has been officially delisted down there, and I had to find it in a copy in my archive, rendering illegible due to Rule 2, as I said, which is weird. Since Dr. Langstroth being a 2016 winner ends up being effectively 11th due to the fact that it is the exact same game as 2016, and so there is nothing that I can add to it which wasn't said back then. I only really played the single player game modes for this game, and since this game was released in 2000, this is up to be the oldest game that's made it to this series. Portal is the second oldest, being 2007. Yeah, Elite Force doesn't really well, considering that I did no asset mods asset mods to this. Yep, I did actually use some, and I decided to just show you some of the one of the few bits of outtakes I actually had, because I don't know where else to put it. So, and it was taken out the last episode where I just had it just felt just long and stupidly long. So, staying with Star Trek with number 5, Star Trek Online on PC but on PlayStation with an PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. We'll point out that in the past there were Xbox 5 and Series S and X versions for the games, therefore they counted. But because this is because there is no PlayStation 5 version or an Xbox Series S or S version, they don't get counted. So that's reason why I don't count. I only count them one if they're made for one version, not the other. But anyway, another year with this game on the list. Now, this year I finally completed the main Let's Play with Scarlet. 2023 also finished with the finale of the Terran Gambit tag. It also started the newest Kings and Queen arc. Since I started just before the new year on 2012, when 23 actually turns out to be my 10th year playing the game, I kind of done almost everything I want to do with the game now. Well, there are a few things that keep me interested, and I've got a few plans for what's coming up next. Number 4, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Yep, another repeat. Yeah, I was continuing the story. Where I got to last year, the story of Noa Mio hadn't really got gone that far that time by the time we made it. I also didn't get hold of the DLC, so I can't really talk about Return of Shulkin Rex. I've enjoyed some more battle footage.
Don't just assume they're pushovers.
I can do this with my eyes closed. What were they gonna do? Make me yawn myself to death?
Number 3, Destiny 2. I played this both on PC and PlayStation 4. I also have a cross-save account, so both of them were on the same character. Yeah, of course, all the other things. There was also on PlayStation. It's also got PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Series X and X versions as well. So, like last year, Destiny 2 has been doing reasonably well with seasonal content. But unlike last year, the seasonal content isn't due to disappear before I post this video. Yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to get this out in January, and the fact that this is seasonal the last big DLC, as far as I can tell, it's going to be June. So yeah, the big showpiece that was the big game, it was Lightfall, and this was somewhat lacking. It feels more like a rush work than pushing and pushing, really pushing a main story along. Really, with it, it felt like the busy working normal places. Seasonal content on the other hand, is really picking up the slack where the permanent content lacks. The seasonal content will disappear in a few months. So each season pushes the story along as it can. Season 20, or Season of Defiance, covers the war on Earth and shows loss we were not expecting. Also, it hit even harder for us that we lost Lance Reddick, who voiced Zavala. He voiced it since launch Destiny 1, so he was Zavala. And it made it even worse that it hit right during the worst, the hardest part of the storyline. That. So, yeah. Season 21, Season of the Deep, had a return to Titan, which was removed in Beyond Light in 2020. I didn't really comment on why stuff about being removed out. Basically, we're glad it moved it for. We were hoping it moved. Stopped in a folder for a few. Stopped in the drawer for a couple of years. We would have expected it back already, or at least one of the things back already. I think the news we got was Mars, and that's basically a corridor. That's it. Yeah, as I said, while we didn't get the social zone back, we did get to explore a new area, effectively a brand new area based on the old theming on the new levels. Season 22, or Season of the Witch, had us turn Erismon into a full-on hive god. And it wasn't just to make a neat gun for us. Although there were quite a few neat guns made, but she wasn't neat. Yeah, that is a old joke which was actually read by Lance Reddick as Zavala as well. So that's average way was keeps we remember it pretty well. Finally, in season 23, or Season of the Wish, we revive a Wish Dragon. So we can make a wish to set up this next season. However, that is pretty much where we've got up to now. Other than that's going to be it for that. So. Number 2, Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, it's another returning game. Yeah, that's it. I think we've got three of them. So, yeah, this time it's pretty much the most played PlayStation 4 title on this list. The number 2 slot was also on this list. That was Destiny 2, by the way. But that was more down to a big long download for PlayStation 4 than actually just a playtime. 2023 was also late 2023 saw the launch of Spec 2, this update, which effectively updated the game with quite a few systems, which encouraged players to try other stuff and help continue playing. This has actually got more me to do more races that I did in the last 3 months than I did in the last 3 months of 2023. By the time I returned, there were 2 brand new tracks, and there were also a handful of alternate layouts for existing tracks as well. and several new cars, and they appear to be continuing at least with the new cars in 2024. Still really don't like the fact that the progression is a bit stuck on you must buy a car. Finally, Pokemon Scarlet on Nintendo Switch. Now, the newest Pokemon game, or should I say one half of it, because Pokemon Violet is the other. Sometimes I will put, when I do, sometimes if I play both of them, Pokemon games will pair themselves up automatically. Unless you see, I haven't got to play part 1 of the DLC, the Teal Mask. Pokemon story is actually quite decent and it's quite compelling, and that's more compelling for me than the base storyline. Since I haven't got round to complete the base storyline yet, and I'm not, partly because I've not beaten area of Team Star, or got around to really beating Elite Four, so no trip to Area Zero or to the Blueberry Academy either. I also point out that Legends Arceus almost got on this list, partly due to the almost 3-way tie for the most time on Switch game in 2023. And I do that think that Legends Arceus had quite a lot of good ideas, and quite a few of them did form the basis of Scarlet and Violet. But anyway, this has been Mike Sharpwriter. See you guys next time, and hopefully we won't be doing a big wait till next year.